We gotta start. I think this is on. What's up, everybody? It's me, Erica, honey. I'm just finishing up a little friend here. I don't know where my little holder is, so we down here like peasants, honey, putting the damn joint to our lip, honey. We don't like the joints to our lips. That's how you keep your lips from getting black. Get one of them holders. I'm telling you. They have them short. They have short holders. They have long holders. If you want to be a motherfucking lady, you know what I'm saying? You get the long holder. Your joint in it, your blunt or whatever. Even the ones that your pre-rolls that have crutches on them, still stick them inside of a motherfucking another glass crutch, okay? So I'm down here in the slums holding my joint, my own joint, girl. What kind of shit is that? But I can't find it. I can't find a thing. I have no idea what it is. Probably outside. Because the way I be outside. Oh, girl, let me put this on. The way I be outside, I don't know. It's probably outside in a little tray thing that I had outside. I have no idea where it is. So, anyways, what's up, everybody? It's me, Erica, and we are down here, honey. I need to clean these glasses. Did you see the thing? You can see it right here. Hold on a second. I got more coffee. I got everything ready. I'm ready today. I said we're gonna start in the thing. Yeah, see. So what is going on, y'all? There's still a lot of discourse around um shits and giggles because Andrew Schulz came out and said that they asked for stuff to be edited out of the film, their video. They asked for stuff to be edited out, but they didn't ask for the sexist joke to be edited out. Um, then there's this therapist, this male therapist who was popular for a while. He was on my radar for a while, and then just some little pink flags shot up for me, so I stopped tuning into his channel. But there's this posturing as if there are hordes of men running around correcting men when they're talking about women in company of other men, and I feel like that's dishonest. I feel like it's so dishonest for men to act like it's not normal for men to sit around and talk shit about women. Because I want y'all to test it out. In a couple of days is Saturday. The barbershops are going to be full. And I want y'all to listen to the discourse about Puffy. And I want you to see, I want you to count how many times a man stands up and defends the victims. Okay? Then you come back with your degrees and letters and tell me that it's not a socialization, that it is not a standard, that if there are men who are correcting men when they're talking shit about women, you are the exception and not enough. Not enough. So here's your cookie for correcting a man when he's talking shit about a woman. But we know how y'all are socialized. So we're not going to act like I don't do that. So that's not happening when it's happening, because I don't know. That sounds a little bit like gaslighting. That's what it sounds like to me. I don't see that happening. Me and my friends, we correct other men when they're talking shit about women. I just, girl, stop. Really? Oh, I'd like to see it. I'd really like to see how men performing masculinity. Part of a testament to your manhood is how disgusting you are to women. That's why they call Russell Wilson a goddamn simp. That's why they call him a simp, because he's actually nice to women. And part of your performance and demonstrations of masculinity and manhood in society is how well you can mistreat women and get over on it, and then keep other women coming to you, ignoring what you've done to the previous woman, how well you can just get over on them. Yeah, we know how y'all are socialized. It might be some of you, right? Because they say, it's not all of us. It's not all of us. Well, the not all of you are the exceptions, not the rule. So let's pay attention to the rule and change the rule instead of trying to give you cookies for not being like the rest of them. And it's probably something you just recently unlearned. Right, right, right. Um, so it says some CEOs are stepping down um from the places. I don't know what's happening, but let's go down to
I sponsor the now. I sponsor the blog.
the blogs and see what's going on. First things first, I do want there to be more conversation uh with women about like releasing this expectation that men are going to protect you when you're not there. Girl, they don't protect y'all when they next to you. What do you think they're going to do when you're not in the room? And some men are talking about you. There's no man who's gonna stand up and be like, "Hey, y'all, that joke was dumb." None, girl. Come on. That's why it's difficult to have conversations because people like to, oh, let's focus on the good. Let's focus on the good, and it's like three of them doing good, and you're like, let's focus on the good. Just like I had to tell that damn therapist that y'all are paving the road. Y'all are trying to pave the road with your good intentions, and it's not all of us. And it's not all of us. Don't put us all in one group. But there's a bunch of men coming after you to trample all over what you just try to repave. And they don't give a fuck. And will beat your ass and kill you if you say something. Girl, what? That's why I don't like the dishonest conversations. It's hard to have conversations, especially with men, because they be so hell bent on defending their gender that when you tell the truth about their gender, they're just like, no, that's not. And it's like, it's the way that you all are socialized, and to ignore how you're socialized is not only dangerous for the people around you, but it's dangerous for you. It's dangerous for you. I love that Andrew Schultz came out and said, yeah, they came out with their apology that they've since deleted, but they've come out with their apology. But when they were going through the editing of the video that they shot and they cut out some other things that they felt were inappropriate, they didn't cut out the part about the joke.
To prepare for something you don't know what's going to happen. Yeah. Once it's happened one time, you're like,
pause.
Right.
You know what's mad funny about this is that they had shit that they asked to take out the episode. You know what they didn't ask to take out?
Your racist slander. Why is your nose twitching?
They had shit. Their producer, whatever, was like, "Hey, we really think that's inappropriate. We'd like to take that out. That's very uncomfortable." Their fight and flight instinct really kicked in after the power down. But with that joke about the black women, nothing really seemed. The fight or flight wasn't really there. Your
delivery was too good.
Maybe they were seduced by the delivery.
Yeah,
I like them. I feel bad they're going through this, but you don't got to protect anybody. That's what I would say.
I
to
like
y'all
them too.
Personally, to y'all publicly, you don't got to protect. Your people are equal. What are you talking about?
Okay, let's listen to the end of the apology.
Why? Because that's really how they felt. That's really how men feel. And I think women have got to understand when men are sitting amongst each other, gay men will tell you when they go to the barbershops and they're sitting in the chairs, they hear how vile and disgusting straight men speak about women. Remove, you're trying to get these men to behave and operate in the frame of protecting their blackness, and these people just are women. No, there's two things. They don't care. Like I said yesterday, they don't care that you're black. They need you to care that they're black, so that when something happens that's racist, you can jump up in support of them, because there's nothing like the support of 1,000, 3,000, 5,000, 10,000 black women. Nothing like it. Right? You'd rather have them defending black, even though these black men are sitting there talking shit about women, and you're expecting them to defend blackness in the front of a white man, when we already know what are Agent Smiths running around trying to enforce? White, male, hetero, Christian, thin. Yeah. So you're sitting across from the architect. What do you think they're going to do? Girl. And then to expect apologies. And furthermore, why are y'all watching women? Why are y'all watching them, these guys? You know why? I know why. Because y'all still have hope. That's what I said this morning. I said this morning, y'all still have hope that these men are going to get it together for y'all. You still have hope in them. You do. Hope on something imagined. Doesn't that sound like a theme going on here? Hope on something imagined, something that you have not witnessed, but you just hoping, faith that they'll get it together, right? I'm going to read a couple of my tweets this morning because thinking about that shits and giggles stuff and how women are responding. And it's so weird for any, especially a melanated woman, to get up knowing the history. Men don't protect you when they're around you. Why would they protect you when they're not around you, sitting across from the builder of this shit, from the descendant of the builder, from a man who benefits from all this shit? You sitting across from him because you want to feel like you two are the same. And what better way than men to kind of relate to each other is to talk shit about women. Even married men, when they don't know what to talk about, guess what they're going to talk shit about their nagging ass wives. Come on, y'all. So I don't want to hear no therapist stand on his fucking platform and say, I'm so tired of men talking about women and not protecting. Girl, that's not how y'all are not even socialized like that. And for you to not even speak about how men are socialized, to just be like, I'm so sick of men talking about women and not protecting other women when they're not there. Girl, what? That's so fake. That is fake. And I'm calling you out. You fake. Y'all fake. I said, I wish I gave a fuck about a man defending my image in the privacy of other men, when I know how they're socialized. Men submit to other men daily, hourly. Sit in a barbershop on Saturday and tell me what man stands up to defend Diddy's victims. And I'll wait. I said a man ran a whole presidential campaign on hope. I don't understand why I thought women have an understanding that the grift is being hopeful in something imagined. And goddamn, when I said that, I said, oh, because that's even how they approach the romantic relationships. We are socialized to approach it with a hope, potential of something imagined. Something imagined.
I don't feel like we've protected either our people.
You know what? You're right. And it's our duty to protect people.
Scottish people, I just want to say that I apologize to all of you for letting this we fucked in.
And Scottish people, I apologize that you're all so ugly that you have... I apologize for that.
It's our duty to protect people.
Yep. Same grift. That's how I know that y'all are down here filing erroneous grievances about black men, because you're not really ready to let go of the cord of your racial identity, even though that you know how men treat women. How many examples do you need to know that your men look at black women, they don't see black, and they don't see woman? They don't see you. And y'all are hopeful that they're going to see you one day in the way that you want to be seen, like a full person, not a maid, a mattress, a mule. You want, when somebody asks your male partner what he loves about you and he starts rattling off all the things that you do, all the way that you perform labor, the prize mule down at the county fair, he doesn't say anything about your personality. He doesn't say anything about your gifts. He only talks about what you are able to do for him in the form of labor. Go ask a man why he loves his wife, his partner. Go ask. Please spare me with the getting up. I don't understand why men sit up and don't protect women in the privacy of other men. Girl, what?
Stop making jokes. Hey, stop trying to have fun with the boys. Al, you're trying to have fun with the boys.
I'm thankful for you guys, bro.
Yeah. Can you just say two things you're grateful for? Because what you
black women. One better be black women. Better be black women. Say don't say black. Hey, if you don't say black women, it's a problem, Al.
I'm thankful.
Black women still believe that black men need their to protect their image in the company of other men. That's it. It is such a regressive way to think that when you have evidence to know how men are socialized, that in your mind you still have hope that a man is going to protect you when he's sitting in front of other men, just not any other man, but a white, probably agnostic or some type of, I don't know, but he's Jewish, okay? A white, male, Jewish, heterosexual man. What do you think they're going to do? They're in front of the descendant of an architect of all this shit. A man who benefits from across the board, benefits from all this shit. What do you think they're going to do?
Yeah. I got to protect my woman now. Yeah.
Okay, keep going.
I apologize. I should have protected you.
I apologize.
Because you're not capable of protecting yourself. That's the thing. I don't think that you're capable of protecting yourself, so it's my job to protect you. I got to infantilize you, and I apologize.
Yeah.
Look at Charlemagne every week. Comply and submit. That's what they're going to do. Anyways, I can't wait. I'm going to start watching Salt Lake City and New York. So I'm going to start watching those. I don't know. I feel like I want to, I was watching some clips of Salt Lake City, and I don't know if I want to review it, but we'll come down here and talk about it. I'll talk about what's going on, right? Once I watch the episode. I'm always going to watch the episodes like after y'all, because I watch it on Peacock. I don't have Bravo. So I'll watch it on Peacock. And it always comes out the day after. I was trying to watch the last episode of OC when Shannon found out that they had tapes of her, but I fell asleep in the middle of it. I was already relaxed, honey. Right, listen.
They shave their hair because they start losing it. Because they're so stressed around this black girl.
As a black man, I'm really tired of watching other black men discard the complexity of black women in order to gain social currency, clout, and social salience.
Girl, they don't even understand their own selves. They're still bending into pretzels to comply with white men. Girl, why would you think they would understand the complexities of black women when they don't see black nor women? That's why I don't understand. I don't like this type of dishonesty. I don't. And you're a therapist. I don't like it. And the salience, and shut up. Half of them niggas can't spell salience. The ones that you are expecting this behavior from, come on. Girl, let's deal with the average. The average of what's happening around here is not this level of understanding. They won't even go to therapy themselves, and you want them to understand the complexities of black women?
You must think about that one again.
Girl.
In the sphere of white patriarchy. So in other words, as a black man, I'm tired of watching other black men disparage black women in order to get favor from white men.
What? That's how you're socialized. You're tired of it. As if that's something that they're just doing just because. That's how you are socialized. You are socialized to maintain white, male. You said it. The patriarchy. You said it. That's what they're maintaining. That's what they're upholding. Black and woman is nowhere in that. That's why women, when y'all are over here with the trans women, y'all are not in this equation that you're trying to put people in. You're not included in that. And yet and still y'all will run around and act like you are. And you're not. These niggas don't see you. They don't. I hate to break it to you. And you hoping, little Elsa, you hoping that when are black men gonna see? When do they protect us? Just hilarious. When do they protect us? Your greatest threat? Why are you craving protection from your greatest threat? Girl, no, that doesn't make sense. Men are not going to uphold any woman, and there's no other woman around and they're not performing. This is pandering. This is pandering. That's pandering, because if you are in the group of men who stand up and say, hey, that joke about that sexist joke is not funny, or can you explain what you meant by that? First of all, they sitting across from a white dude. They don't see blackness at all. They're not gonna uphold blackness. Now they're sitting across from a white dude who is saying a sexist joke. I'm not. Why would I protect a woman and for what? Protect a woman's image, a man and a patriarch?
It's weird to me.
It's weird to you. It's not weird to you. And you're a therapist. It's not weird to you. You know that's how men are socialized. That's not weird, because that's how men are socialized. You are not a psychologist saying that's how men are socialized is weird to you, because you know how they're socialized, and you know they're going to perform and comply for the white male hetero Christian man. Come on. Girl, give me a break. Girl, I'm not playing with you. It's a bunch of word salads. A bunch of words. Y'all using a bunch. Listen to this. Listen. This is a therapist talking and saying how he wants men to come into this understanding. Listen to this.
Start losing it. Because they're so stressed around this black girl.
Listen.
As a black man, I'm really tired of watching other black men discard the complexity of black women in order to gain social currency, clout, and social salience in the sphere of white patriarchy. So in other words, as a black man, I'm tired of watching other black men disparage black women in order to get favor from white men. It's weird to me. And whenever I tend to have these type of conversations, brothers invariably end up in my comments like, oh, well, they do it to us too. But y'all response to black women doing that to y'all is usually, well, y'all focus so much on the bad ones. Why don't y'all focus on the good ones?
And that's what he did in the comments. When I told him, since when do men protect the image of women in the company and privacy of other men? Since when? You know about since when makes it seem like that's an absolute. Girl, that's how you're socialized. So since when have men been socialized to protect women in the privacy of other men? Since when? When did y'all start doing that? When? When? Yeah, because it doesn't happen. Girl, get the fuck out of here. Get the fuck out of my face. Get the fuck out of my face with that bullshit. You're not gonna bullshit me, motherfucker. Shit. Let's see what's going on. Okay, so it says, we know that Kevin Lyles stepped down. Okay, we talked about all of this. Diddy's ex-bodyguard Gene Dale claims Russell Simmons and Andre Harrell influenced Diddy's bad behavior. Clive Davis, all of them. He mentions them.
Some dudes belong in jail based on what they do and how they do it. We know that to be true. And it's just this situation, man, when they get down to all the facts and all what happened, he may belong in jail, bro. And that's not my doing. That's not Cassie doing. That's his doing and his learned behavior from the people that mentored him. You got to realize, man, he learned from Andre Harrell.
Listen, before Puffy got into the record industry, he was already a hellraiser. So I think that is something that needs to be cleared up. In addition to coming into a very dark industry that uses sex and violence to manipulate and blackmail people, it's not something that's new. Puffy is not the only one who does it. That's what happens. It's always accompanied with sex. Sex is a tool that's used to harm people. That's why when we sit down here and we speak around and run around and giggle and snicker about sex as if it's something that we shouldn't speak openly and plainly about, this allows for stuff like this to happen, for men to be wanting to have sex with men, but then getting themselves into positions to be blackmailed, even though they should just come out and be like, you know what? See, there's no blackmail and no intimidation and nothing when you are able to come out and say, hey, yeah, I enjoy sex with men, and I go to sex parties and I enjoy sex with men and women and whoever the fuck wants to fuck. But you can't do that because we have a veil of shame around sex. So abuse is allowed to stay in the gap, right? Because we're snickering all the time and acting like, oh, sex and that's how people get abused. When everything about sex is something salacious and it's something as if people don't do it. We all got here because somebody was fucking. All of us. All of us. All of us. With the new age kids coming out, there's some kids that have gotten here and nobody fucked. Hello, shout out to the virgin mothers. But in real life, all of us mostly got here. 99.999% of us got here because somebody was screwing. And yet and still, when it's time to talk about sex, everybody wants to create these nervous jokes. You know, they, oh, sex and bottles of baby oil and no, people are being abused and sex is being used because we as a society have a veil of shame and guilt around sex, sexuality, how it's expressed, and all of that. That's why men can rape other men and nobody say anything, because those men don't want to say, hey, exactly, you know what? I enjoy having sex with men. The men that go to those parties willingly and have sex with other men. They go and they're consenting, but they can't say anything because the sex part is so quiet. It's quiet. Oh my God, don't say anything. It's sex. Nobody wants to see what's on those tapes, but everybody wants to see what's on those tapes because everybody wants to see how you fuck, who you fuck, because we can all sit down here and say, oh, we don't care about what goes on in your bedroom. Yes, the fuck y'all do. Yes, the fuck y'all do. That's all y'all care about. Y'all reside in your lower chakras. You only care about who is fucking who. Who is he fucking? You see a man on the street, you see a man and a woman on the street walking, you don't go to that they're related, you go to that they're fucking. So you are always thinking about people fucking. Come on. So much so, again, we sit around and act like we don't talk about sex, but we need to talk about sex and sexuality. And then people need to be able to be comfortable in saying out loud that they enjoy having sex with men, so that when they are filmed having sex with men, no one can blackmail them. Can you imagine if all the men came up and was like, yeah, we was at the parties, we fucked a few dudes, we enjoy having sex with men. What are y'all gonna do? Nothing. You're gonna say, okay, they had sex with men, they enjoy sex with men. There would be nothing salacious around it. Y'all still think it's salacious to find out that a straight presenting man fucks men. Y'all still acting, ooh, oh my God, girl. Niggas been fucking niggas since the beginning of time. That's who they should be fucking instead of being around you terrorizing your ass. But y'all haven't figured that part out yet. Girl.
Absolutely, I'm asking a question. Absolutely, it was. I'm asking a question. She knows.
You wonder why, girl, let me shut up.
Some dudes belong in jail.
They do.
Based on what they do.
That based on what they do. Kamora Lee Simmons in the comments with a sad face. Based on what they do. Grow up, kids. Why isn't he talking about the white mentors? He mentioned Clive Davis. What are you talking about? Did you not listen to it? Like, there's a comment that said, why isn't he talking about the white mentors who influenced Diddy too? Clive Davis for one. He literally says Clive Davis after Russell Simmons, Andre Harrell. He mentions Clive Davis. So did you not listen to the whole thing? Or like, are you just triggered by your racial construct? You're just triggered by that. And so you want to inject, what about the white men? They're taking your black men away from you. They don't see you when shit like this happens to you. Do you know that while you're defending Puffy, he's harmed women that looks like you? He would hurt you. So I don't understand. What are you defending? You're defending the blackness. I know that's what you're doing. And you are defending the man at the end of the day, because you also have been trained to see these men as this is just what men do. The black man is so downtrodden in society. They're just trying to take him down. Right? You've been told that the way the key to your salvation is through a man. So you inadvertently, in the lower level of this fucking matrix, you see men as these creatures that can't really make mistakes. They're just trying to work it out. They just I believe Clive Davis is the ringleader. No, he's not. No, he's not. Somebody else. So the ex bodyguard is squeaky clean? What was your role, sir, since you got so much to say and add to the telling? He talks about it. He's always been talking about Gene Deal and the other one. They've always been talking about Puffy for years. They've been sitting in front of Vlad more than fucking Boosie and talking about Puffy. I'm sure the feds was over there skimming through Vlad's files. Oh, yeah. Girl, all them people that sit in front, just like ShxtsNGigs, sitting in front of Schultz, they sitting in front of Vladimir, doing the same thing. They comfortable. They not protecting you when they sitting across from the fucking patriarch, girl. And for women to expect that, that's what makes me believe that y'all are just filing grievances down to the place and they not real. You're rescinding them. You're asking for them to be dismissed because you still have hope. You have hope that these niggas is going to get it together, just like you have hope white racist people and everybody who benefits from a racist construct system is going to get it together soon too. And the shit is going to happen. What's happening before you got here, before I got here. Nigga, I picked up a book that was so old, talking about the same shit we talking today. It's big business. Hope is big business. What you can imagine potential is big business. Hoping a motherfucker is going to get they shit together is big fucking business. I don't have no hope in people who benefit from a system. Why would they dismantle a system? You are participating. You don't have to participate. Some of the things we can't help or get around. Capitalism is just, we can't help get around. We down here, people got to make a living. Right? Some things you just can't get around. But there's some systems you don't have to participate in. Some social constructs you don't have to participate in. One of them is marriage. You don't have to participate in that. One doesn't have anything to do with the other. It doesn't. Another one is having children. You do not have to participate in that system. You don't. You're not required. That's not a part of why you're here. You don't have to do it. Let me see what else Jasmine brought. I think we should go. I'm gonna go. Yeah, I'm gonna go because I just wanted to talk about that ShxtsNGigs and Andrew Schultz and sitting across from men and men acting like there are collectives of men standing up for women. Nigga, where? Stop. Just stop. Don't gaslight the situation or not include context. Black men not defending women in the presence of other men, or listen, men defending women in the presence of other men is not a norm. It is not a social norm. It's not. That's why they were able to say, we got scared. The patriarch was talking about black women and we got scared. You didn't get scared. you were in compliance and laughing because you agree. And just like that other guy said, after Andrew came out and said, yeah, they asked for stuff to be cut out here. They asked for stuff to be cut out, and they didn't ask for that to be cut out. Oh, did I record it?
We're seduced by delivery.
Yeah.
I like them. I feel bad they're going through this, but you don't got to protect anybody. That's what I would say.
I
to
like
y'all
them too.
personally, to y'all publicly, you don't got to protect. Your people are equal. What are you talking about?
Okay, let's listen to the.
He said that they did not ask for that to be cut out. And then at the end, there's another guy. He looks like he might be Indian or something. He had a cap on. And he says, you don't have to protect nobody. He said it. And I was like, I agree with him, because that's not, see, I think there's like a disconnect where you've been trained since you were, the Bible has given you this idea that a man's role when they come down on this earth, that a boy, when he grows up, his role is to protect women. But this is not the system of that. They're not even socialized to behave like that. Very few are, and they are called by the majority simps and saying that you're pandering and this and that. They do it. So we know that if socially it is men demean other men and laugh at them when they come out and do a little fake apology, Schultz was laughing at them. Like, you niggas is really simps now. But they have since deleted their apology. Because they didn't. That's not how you're socialized. How many people call Russell Wilson all these names? They uplift Future because how well he mistreats women. They don't uplift men who treat women well. They don't. Because that's not how they're socialized. This is a patriarchy. You're supposed to get a bitch to do labor for you. That's it. And hopefully duplicate you. That's it. Spend a little time with her. Have her duplicate you. Have her iron your clothes or do some kind of labor. Wash your musty ass, funky ass drawers or something. I don't know. But I'm going to go. I'm going to go. I'm just saying, be honest in the way that you talk about men being socialized. Half of the behaviors that we're referring to is the way that men are socialized, and they're socialized like that, and society allows it. There's no consequence for it. There's no consequence for the bad behavior. I can't believe that women are watching these men and listening to them, because there's women who still have hope. You still have hope. You've been taught since you were a little girl that these men are here to protect you. So you have an expectation, and it's a false expectation. And it's leaving a lot of women in very dangerous. And a lot of us have been in dangerous situations because we have been socialized to believe that because this man is in close proximity to us, he's supposed to protect us. And he's not. That's not his role. That's not why he's here. He's not a protector. He's not a provider. Because if they were natural protectors, that woman, the French woman, whose husband said he got the idea from another man who was rendering his wife unconscious and having men come and rape her. So if men were socialized differently and were socialized to be nurturers and protectors, a man would stand up and say, hey, this is wrong. You guys are immobilizing this woman. She doesn't know that this is happening. I'm getting the law involved. You can't get the law involved because they in on it too. It's girl. So I don't want to hear, I'm so tired of black men sitting around performing for the patriarchy. Girl, bye. Anyways, y'all, take care of each other, protect your energy. Let's get down in the comments. Peace.